And then if you guys can picture Uncle John Magudas up there holding a conga with a mallet, this is exactly what he played. Wasn't he jamming? That was cool. Okay, some of the movements they did back then. If you notice that last movement they did was Jenny's Pinwheel, right? I have no idea what they played for Jenny's Pinwheel. So if you notice, the beat we played was what? Pintado, the medallion beat. So we figured, what the heck? See, it's only 2 out of 200 would know it. So what the heck? Now, most of these things we were just teaching these guys a couple of weeks ago. So they're, kind of learning, and like I said, just in the back of your mind, just keep thinking flip phone, iPhone. Okay? All right. Now, if we move on to the 70s, 80s, all right, that's my era. David, that's my era. That was the era. All right. So we're gonna do some movements then, and that's when Uncle John was just drooling and saying, "Oh God, I wish I could do that."
He was training us back then.
Yeah, he's training back then. So, okay. So we'll start with some of those beats and see if you guys can remember. They may be done just a little different from the way you guys did it. And even the beat, I was trying to teach Chris and Priscilla, so I'm not sure if it's correct or not. So you guys will know. Go ahead. Are you guys ready for this? Wait till you hear this.
Oh God, look at it.
Largo riot, total brother, hot nut, it's hot nut, straight feeling, banana nut, the wash walk, the lick nut, Patricia Carol, the lick nut, it's hot nut, Quattro feeling, the Philly, Reginald Simmons, Scotch O'Rourke, Cheryl Rosanna.
Does anybody have any air on the machine?
That was later.
Ah, see? Okay, this next movement, for at least the 70s and 80s that they're going to do, it's a very special movement. Believe me, it's a hard one to learn. As a matter of fact, they learned it 2 weeks ago. They practiced it last week, but it got all changed about an hour ago because they're doing it wrong, which is normal. Okay, and if anyone, probably Auntie Dorothy would be the one to know. All right?
Okay, so we went through the 60s, we went through the 70s, we went through the 80s, and what's next? Okay, I just have to check everyone's room, I checked everyone's map. No, but if you guys don't know me, my name is Chris Leokin, and I'm here to actually introduce the offspring of the team members that were on the team from the 70s to the 80s, or 60s to 70s, I would say. So what you'll see here for the 90s and 2000s, right? We had a lot. We had a triple drum, we had a kunga, we had a cowbell, we had bongos, timbales, and also had the gongs. So I remember when I first came up on with the drill team, and I was nervous, but I became part of the family, and I think that's what everyone here represents, right? You guys walked into that door, you guys came into the family, and it's been a family ever since, and I see that every day here. I just gotta say, one of the movements I remember is actually going through the polls. And I do remember playing certain beats. Uncle Tracy would get mad at my solo on Pax because he was always off beat. But there's a lot of music that was handed down generations and generations. And same thing with the princesses, right? The movements, became more, I would say, you guys, everyone here, it was very elegant, beautiful. We're in a position now where we're sharp. We have to be sharp. We're in competition mode. So let's see it. just, there's so many movements and beats that we were trying to go over of the 90s and 2000s, but we had to show this stuff, right? It was the old Calderon.
Yes.
Yeah, Calderon was the original beat before Christina, and it always got everyone up and everything. So, I actually want to take an analogy of what Uncle Ronnie has said about flip phone and iPhone. So, back in the day, I would say, in the 60s, right, you guys were pen and paper, right? Pen and paper. And then in the 70s, the rotary phone, right? In the 80s and 90s, the big cellular phone with that looked like a water bottle. And then came the flip phone, Dad. And then we had the iPhone, right? And so each year you'll see, actually, there was a lot of stuff to capture here, and there's everything to be proud of, right? So let's give the decades a hand. Okay, perfect. So before the Antipope team performs, I'd just like to call up the original Pinoy rhythm to play one or two ensembles, right? Okay, let's give them a hand.
Give it up for OPR, everyone, please. OPR.